Hello, of course, this is the wonderful and fantastic Nick Dutch back again, one more time, and so on and so forth. Got another fantastic inquiry today. It says, "Hi Nick, I was wondering what your thoughts are about the mystical experiences one might get from psychedelic substances. By this, I mainly mean the traditional ones used by shamans, but also others which he's mentioned." Okay. Uh, Right, this is a subject well known in shamanic traditions and other occult practices too. Okay, in my opinion, I don't recommend it. Okay, I seriously don't recommend it. You'll do much better off becoming skilled with meditation. All right, just meditation of different types and different varieties and practicing. When I was trying to experience different forms of meditative order states of consciousness, I tried using fascination with an object. I tried using the tracing of the labyrinth. I tried mantra. Mantra, in my opinion, is probably the best and a very underrated or underused one. Also, you can think about using music. Obviously, binaural beats and other stuff is great as well. If you can get yourself a mind machine, then do that. I would much rather you did those things rather than take any form of drugs. Uh, I mean, it's just like trying to use dreams. I mean, sometimes you can get dreams which seem to have some kind of connection to some other weird thing that's happening. But on the other hand, sometimes you get a dream which is just brought about by ill health or a bad digestive system or fears and concerns which you may have had bubbling around inside your mind. And to and it's just as easy to confuse something which is not evidently a psychic experience with something which might be a psychic experience, which means even if you get like the most profound experience in the world, you still got to be skeptical. Okay? I mean, I even knew some people a while ago who knew the precise proper way of preparing the fly agaric mushroom because that's a very very dangerous thing, and if you have hand contact with the wrong part of the mushroom, it'll go into the skin and it'll give you a really really bad time. All right, so these people knew how to do it, and I tried it in a manner which they suggested, and I'm not going to talk about it here, okay? And that, plus all the other drugs I was taking at the time, because I did try and do things that way, I had some amazing experiences of like my consciousness being a single sparkle of light in an infinite blackness, and my body was just an illusion and that kind of thing. But these are just drug experiences. All right, it's just like altering perceptions in accordance with the power of the drug. It's not really a question of, oh, this is like a genuine thing. If you're thinking about a spiritual experience, just think about what you are actually trying to achieve as far as changing yourself. All right? And whether you can use ordinary methods. I mean, as I say, I'd much rather people would use mantra. All right, mantra is a seriously underrated form of mind altering technique. It really is. You can do other things. When I was going through self training, I did tracing the labyrinth, object fascination, uh, chakra opening type exercises, and all sorts, just to try and get different experiences. And I practice with some, and I spend like a month practicing with one technique, and I move on to another one, or I'd vary the same one over the course of a period of a few weeks or whatever, just to see what I could do. And I started to find things I felt more comfortable with, and things which seemed to be more efficient in creating meditative changes in consciousness. All right, and that I worked out through the experience and the sensations associated with different states of mind brought about by mind machine meditation and binaural beats, and I could then get more of a handle on the different feelings associated with different frequencies of brainwave activity. So I could then get more of an idea as to what states of mind I was getting into. You don't have that control when you're on drugs. All right, I seriously don't recommend drugs at all. Like I say, especially if you want to try and get any kind of weird occulty stuff done. It's just not a good thing to do. Don't try and rush your development through fucking yourself right up. There's no point in it. It's like driving a car really really fast on an icy road. All right, it might be a real thrill to it, but on the other hand, it'll be bad, and I know that from experience too. That's why I've got a bad back because I crashed a car. Uh, through driving really, really fast on an icy road late at night when I was 19. Okay, so there's a moral message to that, and that is like, don't fuck yourself right up. And also, different people will react differently to drugs, and with some people it can be really, really dangerous, psychologically, neurologically, physically, depending upon, you know, how that particular person's body and brain actually works. So you can't rely upon, oh yeah, if you take this, man, it'll do it. I actually thought when I was younger, yes, you know, there are some drug combinations which will do it, you know, which will open up your third eye and which will enable you to manipulate spiritual healing energy and all. I actually believed that lie, but it was a lie. All right, and you come to realize that with time, that there are people out there who will sell you the idea that you've got to be on drugs, man. Yeah, but that's not because they're like really, really skilled shaman. It's because they're the kind of dubious people who are just really into drugs. All right, you know, there's a sodding great difference there. And so, you know, these people who are saying, yeah, you got to do drugs because like that will like really make you like totally spiritual, man. They're full of shit. You'll be much better off just going through a normal religion if you want to be normal and, you know, naturally spiritual, or just a normal form of shamanism involving like trance drumming. Trance drumming is brilliant. If you get some trance drumming CDs or downloads or whatever you can get these days, the trance drumming recording I had, good old-fashioned audio cassette, that shows you, you know, the age when I was getting into all that kind of stuff. Yes, yeah, I'm pushing 40. I'm getting older now. You know what I mean? So, no, there's no real merit in it. You know, it's like trying to interpret dreams. Some dreams might have some kind of, you know, astral projection type connection, for instance. But other dreams could be to do with the fact that you've got like an infection in your gut. Alright, so you got to be skeptical. Even if you get the most profound experience in the world, you still got to be incredibly skeptical, whether it's brought about by meditation or dreams or drugs or anything. Alright, incredibly skeptical. Alright, so my opinion, okay, you're asking me about my opinion about drugs for spiritual experiences. Strongly do not fucking recommend them. Okay, don't. Just don't. Be a good meditator. Get yourself some trance drumming CDs. Get yourself a mind machine, provided, of course, you don't have epilepsy or migraine or other things which can, or, you know, a cardiovascular problem which is brought about by strobe lights and other forms of things. You know, just no seizure complaints. If you got any of those, don't do it. But drugs are out. Seriously, just seriously, you know, I mean, I've experienced things on drugs, yes, of course, I was young and I was stupid, but it ain't no thing, you know, and just don't. No, I'm seriously very anti-drugs. If you want to have yourself an honest spiritual experience, become a skilled meditator, do yoga classes or something like that. But drugs really won't do it. Seriously, no.